Fantastic, Kenyatta. Thank you. It's a beautiful name. Have a great day, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye. Hi, Guy.
What up?
I just spent an hour and 16 minutes of my life.
Oh, wait a second. Are we, I mean, I don't even know if are we doing this or no?
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
Tom.
I mean, sure. Let's keep going.
So I apologize. So this is Guy and Tim and Guy. I didn't realize we were doing anything. Hi, Tim, how are you?
I'm good, Guy. I just got off the phone. I had an hour and 16-minute call in the middle of my day with United Healthcare. Who wouldn't want to do that, right? I mean,
it's fantastic.
I mean, Kenyatta was the 7th person I just spoke to, and Ms. Kenyatta is going to try to get someone to answer why my 2 kids' dental bills are not getting paid relentlessly. By the way, I mean, this is just how
it's one of those days. Well, you might notice I have a jacket on because I was actually shoveling snow. I mean, sure.
I first of all. God bless, a little seasonal weather, man.
Right.
Why not? I got no issue with it.
No problem with snow in December. Snow in October, it's problematic. Snow in December, I mean, you're supposed to get snow in December. In the old days, that's what would happen.
I'd say treasure the snow because it's not even just that I want a white Christmas because I'm old school like that, but apparently this is El Nino year. So I know a guy like you follows weather patterns.
Sure I do.
We're not supposed to get snow during El Nino, right? So it's supposed
to be. Depends on what moon Jupiter is in. So you're half right. So you got to there's a lot going on there.
It's in the 7th house. Who sang that song? When the moon is in the 7th house.
When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter.
The dawning of Aquarius. Is that?
That's fantastic. If you remember, that was Marilyn McCoo and Billy Davis Jr. were in that group.
They were?
Sure they were. Then they spun off.
So the name of that band, though, this is the dawning of the age. It's total hippie, like 70s.
Hold, please. I'll tell you when it came out. Yeah.
Fifth Dimension.
Fifth Dimension.
That was Tom from the cheap seats. By the way, Tom's back is bothering him.
Yeah, well, we should give Tom a massage when we get a moment.
This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, and I do believe that Marilyn
McCoo and Billy Davis Jr. Hold on, what was their big song?
Oh, come on!
I'm better than this. I'm better than. Give me a clue.
Oh, it's about their relationship. Hold on, let me see if I can. I got to go to my Spotify. My Spotify playlist.
This is what happens. Your brain goes to mush when you spend an hour and 18 minutes on the phone with a claim against United Health.
The song, by the way, I can't. But you don't have to be a star.
You don't have to be a star, baby, to be in my show. You don't have to be a star, baby. No, to be in my show.
It's a great song. I mean, if you think about it, they also. If you a Burt Bacharach written song, Wedding Bell Blues, which Marilyn McCoo sang to Billy Davis Jr. If you really want to go deep cuts here.
Well,
anyway,
I mean, we just did. So people should feel good about that. You don't have to be a star to be in my show. You don't have to be a profitable company to be the biggest IPO of the year. DoorDash.
Stop for a second. You should have. See, you rushed that. You should have just given it a little pause because that was brilliant.
Look, the audience of Commercial Break understand that that's what we do here. That's our magic. I mean, there's not a lot of other magic. I mean, the magic is that we find a way to turn
There is a
every
great song,
conversation.
You Can Do Magic, by the way, which is a great song.
America, I think, right?
Sure it was.
I've got
anyway, sorry.
Ventura Highway is a great song. And
say Ventura Highway's their worst song, Sister Golden Hair, is a great song.
Sister Golden Hair, yeah.
Anyway, continue with DoorDash, please.
Well, DoorDash, which sounds like Jordache, and I just have to ask you this because I joked on the show yesterday that guy wore Jordache jeans in the 80s. I know you didn't, and the New York Rangers wore Sassoons, but help the folks at home understand what would have happened to you if you'd shown up at school in a nice, tight, slick pair of Gloria Vanderbilt jeans. Seriously, I'm not joking around.
Well, I'll tell you what, you wouldn't be having this conversation because I wouldn't be here. I mean, it's just that simple. I mean, my kids, the world would be fundamentally different. I mean, I'm not suggesting I'm, George Bailey or something like that for you. It's a Wonderful Life folks out there. But, a lot of things would be different because I would have gotten my ass handed to me.
But anyway, The reason why DoorDash pisses me off is because you have a case where this is the biggest IPO, arguably one of them of all time. This is a case where, apparently SoftBank, who, I don't think is necessarily there to represent the interests of investors, by the way. And I think from a corporate governance perspective, has let a lot of bad stuff happen under their watch. They made a $680 million investment that's now worth $14.5 billion. I mean, but that's not why I'm frustrated here. I'm frustrated because because DoorDash is taking 30% from restaurants that are on their knees right now and have no choice but to pay somebody that might be able to help them consolidate and get deliveries out, especially for smaller mom and pop restaurants that never had this business before. And I think valuation wise, at 25 times sales now, and that's taken the most recent sales and given it a full year pro forma. I'm doing everything I can to make this sales number as good as possible. Is at 25 times revs, when arguably I think that as much as some of these COVID trends were accelerating trends that were already in place, and maybe dining out is less of a trend than it used to be, but there's no way people are going to be ordering in like they are at peak numbers right now. There's no way.
So, no, listen, and so
let me stop.
It's good. Not that I suggest that DoorDash or anybody there is watching this, but if I'm the higher up at DoorDash, if I'm in the C-suite, I say, we have a real opportunity here. We just had a liquidity event. We rely on these vendors, these restaurant owners, just as much as they rely upon us. We just had this huge event. We are going to give back money to these restaurants in the form of whatever, credits, money, actual dollars. And if the U.S. government's not going to do it, we're going to do it at DoorDash. And I guarantee that would pay for itself in terms of the goodwill they would get. They're not going to do it, but that's genius.
It's a great call. And again, they are selling themselves as the champion for the small business that they're helping to consult. I mean, they're not, all right? They're being very opportunistic. I don't think they should be vilified for being entrepreneurs here. There's a lot of people that are playing that role in the middle of COVID. But what you say would be remarkable, and the goodwill engendered from that type of corporate behavior, I think people underestimate the market response. Look at what Starbucks gets credit for. People overpay. You go in there, you get your soy latte with what do you get, like a little almond cream top there, and
raspberry.
Raspberry top, and you get your egg white bites, and Starbucks continues to do the right thing socially, and I realize also Howard Schultz, and don't call him Charles, which I have done on Fast Money before, is politically motivated at times, but nonetheless. Starbucks corporate citizenship, I think, is extraordinary, and it's one of the reasons why not only I hold the stock, but I go there as much as possible. So,
well, listen, you are a star, baby, and you are in the show. And if we don't get out of here, our star is going to flame out because Lukey's going to crush us. So, till tomorrow.
The moon is in the 7th house, guy. Be careful, my man.